This is a debate about priorities. 9 of the bills in this package I have no objection to. They could have gone through. The majority leader knows that. About 5 of the bills I adamantly oppose. We've got 46,800 dog bites a year. That's not business we should be working on now. That's local and so subhuman primate. If you count the money that we're going to steal from Social Security, it's another $100 billion that we're going to take and put an IOU in for Social Security. So what's this bill really about? This bill is really about trying to bust the process here to where we start thinking about the future. We're going to say it doesn't spend any money. We're going to say that it doesn't have any effect on the budget. We're going to say that there's no real cost until it gets appropriated. But the fact is if we authorize another $10 billion in spending, and I would note also in the letter that the majority leader asked to be submitted to the record, that if authorized and appropriated, it would spend $11 billion. Well, it is unconscionable to me that someone would support a bill then not work hard to make sure it's appropriated. And if you're not going to work hard to make it appropriated, then you're not true to the very people that you're saying you want this bill to take in action. So the people who are supporting this bill have every intention of having the money spent. Let's not kid ourselves. So if the intention is to spend the money's going to get spent. That's how we got to a $10 trillion national debt. That's how we have an $85 trillion unfunded liability in front of us. It is not wrong to want to try to fix things. It is not wrong to try to address issues. The ALS registry is something the CDC can already do. Matter of fact, the CDC's own quote on it, we're only spending $29 million a year on ALS, and we're going to spend $75 million on a registry that doesn't cure anybody. Why don't we spend $75 million additional on research on ALS? Why don't we not spend this $10 billion and spend $10 billion at NIH so we cover all the diseases where we can make a major impact? But no, we want to respond to interest groups. We want to respond to lobbyists. We want to be able to go home and say we've done something when in fact we haven't done anything except raise the costs. We can play with the facts all we want. The fact is what is the priority for the American people? I want to help people who are paralyzed. I've been a supporter of the Emmett Till bill. I just think we ought to pay for it. We just spent $396 million on conferences in the Judiciary Department in the last 5 years. Why won't we take some of that money and pay for it? No, it's hard work. We won't do the oversight. We won't get rid of the wasteful spending. What we will do is pass new spending. That's what has to change here. What my colleagues want to do, I'm not necessarily objecting to. What I'm objecting to is how you want to do it. I'm objecting to doing something in the name of good today that undermines the name of good tomorrow, which is the future availability and a potential for the children that come our way.